I want to be a filmmaker, you want to be a filmmaker, let's talk about it. Welcome to Runaway Brain. This is my new channel. I'm going to be posting everything I do on this channel. So short films, tutorials, vlogs like this, anything. These will be up every Saturday. Videos like this where we're just kind of talking. And then anything else I post, I'll just throw up whenever I get done with it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So for my first video, I kind of wanted to do like an introduction, but also kind of like a thing of like just kind of like a list of a bunch of tips that I wish I had had when I first started out making my own movies and videos and stuff. So I'm just gonna run through 5 of those things that I think will help anyone starting out making films. Number 1, equipment doesn't matter. I can't tell you like how important this is. It does not matter what kind of equipment you start out with, as long as you start doing something. It doesn't matter if you have a Red Scarlet or an amazing camera that shoots 8K or you're shooting on your iPhone. Either way, as long as you're doing something every day, you're going to improve no matter which equipment you have. I shot my first short film on my iPhone. I edited it all on my iPhone. It was 12 minutes. It's garbage, and maybe I'll post it someday, but it's absolutely terrible, but it was something, and I kept doing things like that, and eventually I got to the point where I'm using better equipment, and the quality of production hopefully has gone up. Number 2, watch interviews. Watch interviews with your favorite directors and filmmakers. I think it's super important to do things like that, because when you do, you see how they started out, or you get little pieces of knowledge from them, and I think it's really important to pick up on those things and use those to your advantage. We're growing up in a generation right now that has an amazing opportunity to use the internet for pretty much anything we want. And the internet is just a vast brain of knowledge that we can pull from. So why not do it? One thing that I like to do when I watch interviews is write down really important things on my thighs. It's really weird, but that's what I do, on top of my legs. So anytime I go to the bathroom or change or take a shower, I see those things and I'm constantly reminded of it. So I don't know, it's super weird, but you can do it if you want. Number 3, networking isn't really the right word I'm looking for. Just knowing people and letting people know that this is what you want to do for your living, and that you're really passionate about it, because when you do that, anytime they hear about an opportunity that maybe they're not excited about because they don't want to do it, they'll pass it on to you. That's how I've gotten like half the internships I've taken, and it's crazy just telling people what it'll do for your experience. Number 4, watch movies. Watching movies is so important. If you want to make movies, you have to watch them. One thing I like to do is watch them without sound, especially if you want to be a director or a DP or someone who goes into like more the visual side of things as opposed to like storytelling. If you want to do something like that, definitely watch movies without sound, because all it's going to do is get rid of everything else and make you focus on what's happening with the camera, what they're doing, what they want you to see, and why. And no matter if you watch them with sound or without sound, you always want to talk about them after you're done. Talk about them with your friends. Doesn't matter if they even like movies. If they like movies, great. If they don't, keep talking, and they'll listen eventually. Or watch them with your friends. It's a great way to just kind of like constantly be having conversations about things that maybe will spark something in your brain and inspire you for something else, or teach you something that you didn't think you were going to learn. And finally, number 5, constantly create things. You're never going to improve if you don't, keep working at it. One thing I like to do is shoot something every day, whether it's something like this or just an interesting shot I see outside. You don't even have to shoot something every day. You can just write, you can take a picture of something you think is cool outside, anything to like heighten your artistic eye. You can just do something on Premiere or After Effects or any editing software you have. As long as you're doing something every day, you're progressing. And back up to like equipment doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't have Premiere or After Effects or a nice camera or nice audio equipment. You can still do all of these things every day. I, for one, always try to do at least one thing every day, whether it's shooting something like this, shooting a short film, storyboarding, writing, doing some kind of visual effect, anything. I try and do at least one thing every day, and I think it helps me in the long run. A great website for something like this is Hit Record. Joseph Gordon-Levitt started it. There's a good mini-series about it on Netflix if you want to check that out. I'll put the link in the description, and I'll put the link for Hit Record down in the description. Both of those things, you can watch the mini-series and it will explain what Hit Record is kind of all about, but Hit Record is this really awesome online collaborative just like organization of people. It's a network across the world of people who want to create things, and you get, you start up a project, you have someone who wants to write, and they come and help you, and they write the script, and you have someone who loves sound, and they come and help you do the score or the sound effects for it, and someone who does animation or whatever, and you all together make this crazy awesome thing that if you go on that website, they make some really, really good stuff. And that's a good way to kind of do something every day, because if you're on that website, you can check out things other people have done, but you can also kind of like get ideas from that and start other things based on those. So yeah, this has been my introduction video. I just thought I'd kind of do that kind of thing to start off, because I think all of those tips would have really helped me in the long run when I was 12, 13, 14, starting out making films. And 5 years later, I'm really looking back on these, wishing I would have had these tips. So thank you for watching. If you like what you saw here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Any of those things would be fantastic. If you're into filmmaking, let me know. Maybe we could get a conversation going down in the comment section. Yeah, expect one of these videos every Saturday. Maybe something like this. Or if you want to see some kind of After Effects tutorial, I'll do things like that too. I'm really interested in doing maybe like a lightsaber thing or a blaster or an explosion. I don't know. This has been a Runaway Brain production, and I'll see you guys next time.